September 10th, 2025. The clock struck 8 a.m. at Incheon International Airport, a place that had already seen countless celebrities pass through its gleaming gates. But this morning was different. The crowd buzzed louder, the cameras flashed brighter, and the whispers carried a name. Two names, actually. Is that Jungkook and J-Hope together? It wasn't just a sighting, it was a moment. Standing tall, dressed in a Calvin Klein fit that screamed effortless cool, Jungkook looked every bit the global superstar who has redefined what it means to be an idol. Beside him, J-Hope exuded his signature fashion-forward confidence, sporting bold pieces that only he could pull off. Together, they weren't just BTS members heading for a flight. They were living icons stepping into a mystery. Where were they going? Why now? And why together? The timing was suspicious, too suspicious. Just days into New York Fashion Week 2025, Jungkook was suddenly on a plane bound for the United States. Social media didn't need an official announcement. It connected the dots instantly. Jungkook at NYFW? Jungkook front row at Calvin Klein? J-Hope's runway debut? Within hours, hashtags like Jungkook NYFW and Jungkook Fashion Week exploded across platforms, trending in multiple countries. For fans, this wasn't just about an appearance at a fashion show, it was about BTS stepping back into the global spotlight, together, as a force. For Jungkook, fashion is no stranger. His partnership with Calvin Klein in 2023 had already shattered records, with sales skyrocketing and campaigns breaking into Western mainstream culture like never before. He wasn't just a model, he was the face of a generation, the bridge between East and West, the idol who made even casual denim look like haute couture. Every time Jungkook appears at a fashion event, it becomes front-page news. His presence isn't just symbolic, it's transformative. If he does appear at New York Fashion Week, it won't just be another celebrity cameo. It will be a cultural moment. If Jungkook is the global ambassador, J-Hope is the fearless pioneer. Known for his bold, colorful, and experimental outfits, J-Hope has long been praised by designers and stylists as one of the most fashion-forward idols in the industry. From his solo promotions to appearances at Louis Vuitton shows in Paris, J-Hope has carved out his own place in the fashion world. Pairing him with Jungkook creates a duo that fans now call Hopekook, a perfect blend of charisma and creativity, cool and daring. So seeing them leave together sparked a single thought: something big is about to happen. For ARMY, this sighting wasn't just about fashion, it was about reunion, hope, and longing. After years of military service hiatus, seeing Jungkook and J-Hope traveling together reminded fans of the old days, airport departures that signaled comebacks, world tours, or new projects. The thought that Jungkook might represent BTS at New York Fashion Week sent shivers down fandom spine. On Weverse and Twitter X, fans poured their hearts out. I don't care if they walk the runway or sit in the audience, just seeing Jungkook together makes me cry. This feels like the start of BTS's fashion domination era. If they're at Fashion Week, what's next? The Grammys? The Met Gala? The world isn't ready. It's not just fans who are watching. The fashion industry itself is buzzing. Calvin Klein, Louis Vuitton, Prada, every major house knows the power BTS holds. Having Jungkook or J-Hope at their show means instant media coverage, millions of impressions, and global headlines. Fashion insiders speculate that Calvin Klein may have orchestrated this trip, using Jungkook's birthday month as a strategic moment to reintroduce him as a global icon. Meanwhile, J-Hope's reputation as a style trailblazer makes him the perfect companion to amplify the impact. If confirmed, their presence could reshape the narrative of NYFW 2025, making it less about clothes and more about cultural crossover. But what if this isn't just about fashion? Some fans believe that Jungkook and J-Hope's US trip could be tied to BTS's rumored 2026 comeback project. What better way to tease a new era than by dominating the fashion stage first? Could this be a carefully calculated move by HYBE to re-establish BTS in the Western spotlight before music promotions begin. Others whisper of a possible fashion and music collaboration where Jungkook and J-Hope could merge their worlds, releasing a soundtrack for a fashion house, starring in a campaign, or even performing at a runway show. The possibilities are endless, and the silence from HYBE only fuels the fire. As of now, nothing is confirmed. Jungkook has landed in the US, but their schedule remains a mystery. Fans wait on the edge of their seats, refreshing Twitter, Weverse, and Instagram for even the smallest update. Will we see them front row at Calvin Klein? Will they walk the runway together? Or will this trip reveal an even bigger surprise, one that no one saw coming? One thing is certain, wherever Jungkook and J-Hope go, the world follows. Their New York trip, whether for fashion or something more, has already become a headline-grabbing phenomenon. And in the age of BTS, moments like these aren't just events, they are history in the making. For ARMY, September 2025 is no longer just another month. It's the beginning of what feels like a new chapter in BTS's story. And once again, Jungkook and J-Hope are leading the way. The whispers that began in Seoul followed Jungkook and J-Hope all the way across the Pacific. By the time their flight landed at JFK International Airport, the city of New York was already bracing itself. New York in September is no stranger to stars. Hollywood icons, supermodels, designers, and billionaires flood the city every year for Fashion Week. But there's something different when BTS members step foot on American soil. The atmosphere changes. Outside the airport, fans had already gathered, some holding banners, others wearing Calvin Klein and Louis Vuitton pieces in solidarity. A single glimpse of Jungkook's silhouette sent screams echoing across the arrival hall. J-Hope's wave was enough to send hearts racing. They weren't just idols arriving in New York. They were symbols of a movement, reminders that BTS isn't just about music. It's about culture, identity, and influence. Speculation grew wilder when blurry paparazzi photos surfaced online. Jungkook and J-Hope were reportedly seen heading to a private fitting session in Manhattan. Some fashion insiders hinted it was with Calvin Klein, others whispered Louis Vuitton, while a few suggested an even bigger surprise, a joint collaboration project with a brand yet to be revealed. One detail fans didn't miss: Jungkook's casual airport look had Calvin Klein's signature denim, but J-Hope was spotted with accessories strongly linked to Louis Vuitton. Could it be that the two were attending different shows, representing different brands, but making a united statement as BTS? The mystery only deepened, leaving fans in a frenzy of theories. While Jungkook remained silent, ARMY turned into detectives. Fan accounts across Twitter, TikTok, and Instagram began tracking flight details, hotel bookings, and even NYC street sightings. One viral tweet read, "If Jungkook and J-Hope are here for NYFW, this is going to change everything. BTS isn't just attending Fashion Week, they're rewriting it." Another fan posted side-by-side comparisons of Jungkook's outfit with Calvin Klein's Fall 2025 runway collection, insisting it was a pre-release teaser. Meanwhile, others noticed J-Hope's bag matched one worn by a Louis Vuitton model in Paris earlier this year. The internet became a battlefield of theories. Was this a coordinated PR move by HYBE, a secret comeback teaser, or simply Jungkook living their fashion dreams? What makes Jungkook and J-Hope's appearance so powerful isn't just speculation. It's the weight of their presence. At 28 and 31, they're not just idols fresh into the industry. They're veterans, survivors of a decade-long journey that saw BTS rise from a small agency to the world's biggest boy band. Every step they take in New York Fashion Week feels symbolic. It tells the world that BTS is not fading away after military service. They're returning stronger, more versatile, more global than ever. For Jungkook, who has often expressed discomfort with obsessive fans intruding into his personal life, Fashion Week offers him a stage on his own terms: glamorous, respected, and safe. For J-Hope, it's another chapter in a career defined by bold self-expression and breaking boundaries. The biggest question now is, Will this trip remain a fashion story, or will it merge with BTS's musical journey? Imagine Jungkook walking the runway only for the lights to dim and a brand new BTS track to play in the background. Picture J-Hope performing a short freestyle dance at a fashion afterparty, teasing the energy of a 2026 world tour. This isn't just a fantasy, it's a possibility. With HYBE known for blending industries, gaming, webtoons, dramas, and fashion, it's entirely possible that BTS's comeback strategy is being seeded right here at New York Fashion Week.